holla.
What's going on, everybody? This is Scott here from Heated Shenanigans Podcast, and I am joined today by the legend himself, Mr. Tony Atlas.
Yes, that's me. I know I'm Tony Atlas because I looked at my driving license and it had it on there. Otherwise, I don't know who the hell I am. Who are y'all folks out there? I wrestle Rocky Johnson. I wrestle Andre the Giant. I wrestle with all the best wrestlers in the world. Now I'm going to wrestle with you. In fact, as soon as I see who you are you anyway? Look at here. I got my WWE Hall of Fame ring. I got my bodybuilding Hall of Fame ring. I even brought today. I even brought the guns, baby. We got it all. Where you folks at? Y'all come out and see me. Because if you don't come out and see me, I'm going to jump down your throat, tap dance on your liver, and dare your heart to beat, and hit you in the nose with this African soup bone. Okay.
That's a good intro.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
You have such a storied career in professional wrestling.
Right.
I was very curious. What is your favorite story that you have seen told in a professional wrestling ring from a psychology standpoint? Not necessarily a match, but the best story.
You said I was psychotic?
No. No. The best psychology you've
Why
seen.
you think you keep calling me psychotic? Why you do that?
No.
Makes you gonna say I'm bald-headed.
I have no room to talk.
Oh.
My hair went on strike years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you, I miss wrestling. Hear what I mean when I miss wrestling. Wrestling died in I would say right after the Hulk Hogan era was the end of what we call professional wrestling. Vince McMahon, when WCW went out of business, Vince McMahon said Ted Turner lost because Ted Turner was in the wrestling business. He said he was in the entertainment business. So we are the guys here are the last wrestlers. There's no more wrestlers. And my job as a wrestler was to make the people believe. That was my job. My job as a wrestler was the promoter would say, Tony, you wrestle against George Animal Steel tonight. We want you to do a 15-minute match. That was it. Today, they give you a strip that tell you every move to make, every word to say. In the wrestling day, they would say, Tony, you have a 1-minute interview, you're going to wrestle Ken Patera. You got a 30-second interview, you're going to wrestle Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was it. What I said came out of me. What I did in the ring, nobody told me what to do in the ring until I went back to the WWE. When I was with the WWF, nobody told me how to wrestle a match. When I went to NWA, nobody told me how to wrestle a match. Wrestling ended around the 90s, right after Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, they were the last wrestlers. Everything from that period up, from that period up, is sports entertainment. It's all stripped it from the beginning all the way to the end. When I wrestled against Hulk Hogan at Madison Square Garden, nobody told me what to do. Nobody told Hogan what to do. We just did it. Also, if I did not want to put you over, in other words, if I didn't want to lose to you, I didn't have to. The promoter would go to the room, he said, look, he's not going to do you the favor tonight, Tony. You're going to have to take it. You have to do it the hard way. That's what doing it the hard way means. It means that you have to beat him for real. That's what happened with Bruno and Buddy Rogers. I think it was Buddy Rogers. Buddy didn't want to do it, so Bruno took it. He didn't want to lose. The Iron Sheik and Baszler, they threw in the towel because neither one of them wanted to lose. Sheik didn't want to lose. Baszler didn't want to lose. So Scholar threw in the towel. Bret Hart, same thing. They screwed him because Bret was not going to do it. So they had ways of screwing guys. But then Vince got rid of wrestlers. Everything is stripped now. They got some guy out of college coming right down what you're going to do. I always say this, and people always look at me strange. Tony Atlas never wrestled for Vince McMahon Jr. Never did. It was all stripped. It wasn't me. I was never able to be me. So Vince never used Tony Atlas. Vince Sr. did, but never Vince Jr. He did for a while, but he didn't like what Tony Atlas did to his top star like Paul Orndorff and Randy Savage. I mean, I would just beat the crap out of them.
They caught the soup bone.
Yeah, but I just beat the crap out of them because they couldn't whoop me in real life, so I wasn't going to let them do. I did what I want. When I wrestled Paul Orndorff, I did whatever I want to him. When I wrestled Randy Savage, I did what I want to him. He couldn't beat me. And that's how wrestlers was. George Animal Steel, they tell him to lose. He would lose, but then he kick the crap out of you, make you look like a piece of crap before he lay down for you. I did it with Adrian Donald. You see old matches where guys would just beat the crap out of a guy, and then they lay down for him. Because they want the fans to know this guy really can't beat me. But then what Vince did, he took total control of the wrestling business and destroyed it. Vince never liked wrestling. He always tried to get into something else. First it was bodybuilding. Then it was football. He wanted to use wrestling as a stepping stone to go into show business. That's what he always wanted to do. He started his own TV program, talk show. Remember TNT, the talk show he had? So he constantly wanted to use wrestling, but that's what he knows the best. So he keep coming back to wrestling, keep coming back to it, because everything else he do failed, except for the wrestling business. So wrestling died out years ago. The last wrestlers after Hulk Hogan, it was all sports entertainment from that day on. No more. He would tell you. He said Ted Turner was in the wrestling business. I was in the entertainment business.
He definitely treated professional wrestling as a dirty word and tried to stay away from
We
it.
can't even say fans no more.
Universe.
Wrestlers universe. You can't say fans anymore. I can't call you a fan. He changed. He wanted to erase everything his father did.
Let's say last question here, Tony. We'll let you get back over to your booth.
No, I'm sorry. I'm married. You're a cute guy, but no, I'm already spoken for.
Tony, I want you to tell all the nice people out there where they can find you on social media, and if you have any other upcoming bookings, please go ahead and let them know where they can find you at.
I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I got to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damn old train. And I hang around as long as you will let me, yes I will. And I never minded standing in the rain. Oh, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me. Why won't you ever call me? Well, you ain't never called me by my name. When I was a kid, my mother heard me sing one time, and she said when she was a kid, she wanted to sing. But now that she had to listen to me, she wished I could sing. Thank you, fans.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tony Atlas.
Dippity-doo-dah, dippity.